What's going on with y'all YouTube, man? It's your boy sanithegoat, and I am back with another video for y'all, man. And I'm gonna switch it up, man, in this video. Like I told y'all, I'm finna be doing a whole bunch of videos of a whole bunch of different kinds. You know what I'm saying? Let me fix this a little bit. Excuse the piece in the back. But no, for real though, I'm gonna be doing a reaction video, you know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be nothing too serious, you know, just a little reaction video. It's a video of, what is it called? It says 4 NBA stories that are too crazy not to be true. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give y'all a reaction to this video. I told y'all I'm finna start doing a whole bunch of stuff. I do my team. I freaking do my career. Finna start doing park videos. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna do reactions. I got some pranks in store for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing a whole bunch of stuff. But if y'all are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell for when I post more late content, man. And hope y'all ready for this video, man. Let's get to going, man.
Sleeping much. So I know I look like a mess, but today we have a very exciting video. We're going to take a look at 4 of the craziest stories in NBA history. Now, 2 of them are beyond a doubt absolutely real, and 2 of them might be real, might be fake, who knows. What I do know though is at the end of the day, these stories are just insane. So with that said, sit back and I hope you enjoy. Number 4, I play with guns. Gilbert Arenas has one of the most confusing basketball careers in recent memory. From the ages of 23 to 25, Arenas was one of the top point guards in the NBA. He was an all-star. He averaged almost 30 points a game and then faded away. Arenas would never make another all-star game after the age of 25 and has left many basketball fans asking questions. But that's not all he left basketball fans with, because in his time with the Washington Wizards, Gilbert Arenas was a part of one of the most surreal moments in basketball history. Because in the December of 2009, the Washington Wizards boarded a plane after losing to the Phoenix Suns. On the plane, several of the Wizards players began a card game that featured a deadly argument. Because in the card game, Javaris Crittenton claimed to have won $1,000 in a hand against Gilbert. Arenas disagreed and put the $1,000 in his pocket. Seeing this, Javaris lunged across the table to grab him, and the two were quickly broken up. Gilbert's teammates pleaded with him to just please pay Crittenton, as $1,000 was nothing to a man who had a $111 million contract. But Arenas refused to pay the money,
bro.
and
That's
from there,
nothing compared to now, bro. People getting 200 mil contracts and stuff like that.
The two traded curses with each other, and then Arenas told Crittenton, "I play with guns." Javaris replied back with, "Well, I play with guns too." And this was not an idle threat. The very next day before practice, Arenas laid out 4 guns in his locker room and told Crittenton, "Hey MF, come pick one." And shockingly, Javaris looked at Gilbert and calmly replied, "Oh no, you don't need to shoot me with one of those. I've got one right here," and proceeded to point his own cocked and loaded gun at Arenas' face. In seconds, the locker room cleared out as almost the entire Wizards roster fled the scene fearing for their lives. Luckily, Caron Butler stayed and talked Javaris down from killing Arenas, but still enough damage was done. Arenas and Crittenton were suspended for the rest of the 2010 NBA season. The next season would find Arenas traded to the Magic, where he struggled to regain his former glory and was out of the NBA 1 season later at the young age of 30. Crittenton, on the other hand, never played in the NBA again. A fitting end for a story so absurd that it belongs as a scene in some kind of cheap knockoff version of Coach Carter.
They was like, "I ain't playing with you,
this
boy."
really happened. Number 3. Wait, 20,000? At the time of his death in
That's
1999,
crazy. They really
Will
pulled some guns
left a
out.
legacy that was built
But
upon
finna blow each other down in the locker
number
room,
100, as in the amount of points Wilt once scored in a single NBA game. 50.2, as in the amount of points Wilt once averaged over the entire 1962 season. And 20,000, as in the amount of women that Wilt once claimed to have slept with in his life. Which means, wait a second, did he say 20,000? Yes, in his 1991 memoir, A View from Above, of, Wilt claimed
That
he had
man
slept
will
with
say he
20,000
was.
women in his lifetime.
He was
Starting at age
getting
15
it, bro.
and
That
ending
man
at the
said
time
he
the book
was.
was
He slept
published,
with
which means that in the
20,000
40 years
females.
from the age Wilt claimed to have started at 15 to his age of 55 when the book was published, Wilt claims to have slept with 1.4 women a day, which is obviously a ridiculous number. But despite a huge outcry from the media when the book was published, Wilt never backed down from this number. He stated that he did not sleep with women every day and that he instead had weeks where he would have as many as 30 partners in 7 days. And on a single birthday, he had relations with 14 different women in one night. Now, obviously, I cannot confirm or deny the 20,000.
I ain't gonna cap. Low key, bro. He probably
all I
did.
can say is,
Know what I'm
damn,
saying?
bro,
These
damn.
females be
Number
going.
two. I mean, he could breathe. Let's take a ride back to the 1994
Number
NBA
2 right
season,
here.
a year in which the Golden State Warriors believed that they had a franchise star who would eventually bring them their first NBA championship since 1975. Yes, in 94, a 23-year-old Latrell Sprewell was named to the first team All-NBA after leading Golden State to 50 wins in just his second year in the NBA. Sounds like a very promising future, right? Well, let's fast forward a few years and arrive at the 1998 NBA season, a year in which the Golden State Warriors win 19 games and attempted to void the remaining 3 years on Latrell Sprewell's contract. Yes, in 4 short years, Latrell Sprewell went from one of the NBA's future stars to a man who was not wanted by his own team. So, what happened? Well, for starters, Latrell Sprewell could be, at best, described as a wild card. In the years leading up to the 98 season, he was involved in several questionable incidents, such as the time his pet pit bull bit off the ear of his daughter, or the time he disappeared, missed practice, and
This
had
man
the
let his
whole
pit bull
Warriors
bite his daughter's
organization
ear off.
looking for him, or the time he fought his teammate during a practice, left, came back with a 2x4, and threatened to leave and come back with a gun. And somehow, this was not the low point of Latrell Sprewell's practice career, because on December 1st, 1997, Latrell Sprewell got into an argument with his coach PJ Carlesimo after Carlesimo had screamed at him to put a little more mustard on his passes. This was not the first argument the two had. Since his arrival in Golden State, Carlesimo had often clashed with Sprewell, demanding him to give more effort. This led to their first serious run-in on November 9th, when during a huddle, Carlesimo told the team to get serious. Sprewell went on to ignore him, was promptly taken out of the game, and then screamed in Carlesimo's face, "You're a f***ing joke." And unfortunately, this was just a sign of things to come, because as Carlesimo screamed at him during that December practice, Sprewell lost his mind. He yelled at his coach, "I don't want to hear it today." When Carlesimo approached him, Latrell screamed, "Don't come up on me, don't come up on me." The coach continued to walk, which led to one of the most violent altercations in NBA history, because as Carlesimo reached him, Latrell exploded, grabbing his coach by the throat and dragging him onto the ground while repeatedly threatening to kill him. He held him there for 15 seconds before he was eventually dragged off of him. From there, Sprewell left practice, but incredibly returned 20 minutes later, this time attacking Carlesimo with several punches before again being kicked out. And of course, this incident had several repercussions. Immediately, Golden State suspended Latrell for 10 games, but received a huge outcry from their fans. Responding to this, they attempted to void his contract, and to nobody's surprise, he never played for the Warriors again. On top of this, David Stern suspended Latrell for an additional year, though both the voided contract and the 1-year suspension were later overturned. But still, the damage was already done.
They took away
Sprewell
32
spent the
mil
next
from him,
7
bro.
seasons as a shell of his former self. Sure, he showed flashes of his past greatness. He even made the All-Star team in 2001, but he was never again the kid who once had the potential to be a star, a champion, and maybe even a future Hall of Famer. Instead, he became a villain, a black mark on the NBA, a man whose own team wanted him out of the league. And it was nobody's fault but his own. Because seriously, how could you root for a player who showed no remorse for his actions? A man that told 60 Minutes that choking his coach was not that serious because, I mean, he could breathe. Yeah, I don't feel bad for Latrell Sprewell at all. And number 1,
And this is the
Gloria. So let's go
number
back to
one,
the
the
2010
first one.
NBA playoffs, where LeBron is still a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now remember, the Cavs finished the
LeBron,
2010
the
regular
GOAT,
season
greatest
with the
player
top
of all
record in
time.
the entire NBA, and were seen as one of the top contenders to win the NBA championship. This was supposed to be LeBron's year. 2010 was supposed to be the season where he broke through and won his first NBA championship. And after the first round, everything appeared normal. The Cavs defeated the Bulls in 5 games and found themselves matched up against the Boston Celtics in the second round of the playoffs. And again, through 3 games, everything seemed normal. The Cavs jumped out to a 2-1 game advantage against the Celtics, and LeBron shot 54% from the field in those 3 games. But then something happened. The Celtics went on to defeat the Cavs in the next 3 games, winning the series and advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. In these final 3 games of the series,
LeBron had more help, bro, I promise you, from the field, and he would have won his first championship. Like if he had like a different type of person, like another second one. I think he had Shaq, bro, but like Shaq was already like, no, he wasn't as good. You know what I'm saying? Shaq had been already from different teams.
Leaving us all to wonder what happened. And at the time, there was no shortage of rumors to explain LeBron's performances in the final 3 games of the Boston series. Some said that he injured his shooting elbow, some said that he just wanted to leave Cleveland, and some said this, that prior to Game 4, LeBron found out that his teammate, Delonte West, had been carrying on a relationship with his mother, Gloria James. And to nobody's surprise, this story quickly went viral. Everybody was talking about it, and all we got from LeBron was a statement from his advisor stating that these rumors were false. And eventually, like all great sports rumors, the story slowly died. And then in 2012, West confirmed that this story was false, stating in an interview, number 1, something like that never happened. I don't know where they got that from. For a strong black woman like that, for people to try to tear her down, that's terrible. That's terrible in so many ways. But here's what
what y'all think.
In 2014, in an interview with Vice, West stated,
I don't want my son going to school and people making fun of him for something his daddy did. And he go to school and say, oh, didn't your daddy had sex with LeBron mama? Man, you don't need to deal with all that, man.
Which is weird because West specifically says, I don't want my son going to school and people making fun of him for something his daddy did. Keyword did, as in he did have a relationship with LeBron's mom. And if that wasn't enough, just this year Delonte took to Instagram and posted this after an apparent dispute with LeBron. Since King James want to talk bad about his pops, I had to repost this. Hashtag ha. Hashtag nah really dough, I'm LeBron's pops. Hashtag ask Gloria. And so in this post, he now states that he did have relations with Gloria James, calling himself LeBron's pops and saying, ask Gloria. And so with all that said, first off, I want to say, I felt very weird writing this part of the video. It seemed personal for LeBron, but with these conspiracies or rumors or whatever, I like to just do research and put the case out there for you guys, because I know this rumor is always popping up everywhere. So at least now you know the facts. Whether it's true or not, I still have no idea. I mean, Delonte said he didn't do it, and then years later, he argued with LeBron and
how would you not know
do
your
it.
teammate?
So maybe he's just mad at LeBron and being petty and just making false claims now. Or maybe he's mad at LeBron and decided to tell the world that he did it. I'm not sure if we'll ever know the answer to this, and I kind of just want to stop thinking about it. But yeah, guys, that wraps up today's video. Gonna make this short because I am sick. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you subscribe if you're new. Make basketball videos like this, do basketball what ifs, do basketball conspiracies, do a whole bunch on this channel. If you love basketball, I think you'll love this channel, and I hope you subscribe. Other than that, thank you guys so much.
Well, man, that's gonna do it for this video, man. Hey, that was crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Hey, that man really almost killed his coach, bro. Then Gilbert Arenas, he a gangster, bro. No cap. As for LeBron, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. But that's gonna go ahead, man. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this little reaction video. First video of many, you know what I'm saying? But do not forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell for when I post more of the content. You know what I'm saying, man? Go ahead, follow my social medias, bro. All of them. Don't matter, Facebook, whatever, it's not, or everything. Go follow everything, go add everything, go whatever, man. I be letting y'all know when I upload. I'll be posting all that, bro. So my Instagram is sanithegoat22, and my Twitter is GoatSani. That's it, just GoatSani, you know what I'm saying? And I do let y'all know a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout. I'm looking rough, man. I need me a haircut. Look at my sideburns, bro. All the way down here. But I can't grow no beard, but that's gonna do it, man. It's your boy Sonny the God out.
I got you, girl, go find a place. These niggas better stay in their place. We shaking the building like quakes.